Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm excited that you guys that I'm back with a nursing video. A lot of you guys wanted me to do a how to study in nursing school video because I remember before I took a break from YouTube, which I already posted a video explaining why. A lot of you guys wanted me to make nursing school content, but what happened and I just had to step down a little bit from YouTube, but I'm back and I'm making this video for you guys and I hope you enjoy it. If today is your first time here, I want you to do me a favor, subscribe to my channel. It is free, just click the red button below and that's all you have to do to subscribe to my channel, just so you wouldn't miss any of my content. Anyways, today I'm gonna be talking to you guys about how I study in nursing school. Yesterday was my final exam for my 4th semester in nursing school. My program is a 5-semester program. I would say 4.5 because the 5th semester is the 0.5 is during summer. So I feel like I'm in the right position to tell you how to study. Honestly, my study routine is pretty much intense, but it gets the work done. I didn't get to this point until after 2nd semester of nursing school. I'm gonna be looking down a lot, and this is because I have my tips and tricks written in my notes on my phone. So pardon me if I look down, it's just because I do not want to forget any of my tips. So just work with me. The first thing I do personally from my 2nd semester up until this point is I do not miss any class. Not that I missed any class in my 1st semester, it's just that after my 1st semester, I go to class ready to learn. My 1st semester, I just kind of did what was told to us during orientation. They had told us, oh, read before you come to class, go through your syllabus, read it on your textbook, yada yada yada. That did not work for me. During my 1st semester, I would study before I go to class. I would think that I already understood what I study, and they would start teaching it to me in class, and I would be confused as hell. Studying before class really affected the way I understood the content. I felt more confused after the teaching. So for my 2nd semester up until now, I go to class without, I do not study a bit, but I'm ready to learn in class. I ask questions during lectures, I record during lectures, and I take note during lectures. So when I listen in class, I try to understand what the teacher is teaching. The way they teach helps me understand the way they're gonna test, if that makes any sense. That's my number 1 tip. Go to class. I'm not gonna say go to class, but this is what I do personally. I go to class ready to learn, ready to listen, ask questions, take note, and record. The second thing I do is the same day after my lectures, I would come home. I don't care how long the lecture was. If it was 6-7 hours, I'm gonna come home and review my content. I'm gonna play my recordings. Sometimes I'll sit in my study room and start making notes of everything that was taught to me in class. Whenever you're in class, there's high probability that you're gonna miss 1 or 2 things that was said to you. Like I just finished PDOB and that class was hell. You literally cannot write everything they say. So me coming home and writing my own note just helps me have more content than the average person in my class. So I come home the same day, I listen to the recording, and I make my own note. This makes it the 2nd time I'm getting the same information. Say we're taught about growth and development of a toddler. That is the 2nd time, the same day that I have that information. At that point, it will really be hard for me to forget what I have read and what I have studied, or for me to forget how to test on it. Like I said, I just finished PDOB, and this is what my notes looks like. This is my note. This is what our PowerPoint usually looks like. This is like a regular sheet of paper, and I will write my own notes. Okay, sometimes I highlight, Sometimes, I use different colors of pens, even whatever works for you. I make sure I don't write what I have in my PowerPoint, okay? I'm not about to write the whole freaking 100 million pages of PowerPoint. I only write things that were said. I feel like a lot of professors in my school teach way different from their PowerPoint. It is important for me to write my own notes just so I can have a written portion of the things that was said to me instead of trying to remember what was said in class 1,000 weeks ago, 1,000 months ago. Like, here's what I'm trying to say. I just try to write my own note just so I have the PowerPoint, I have everything they said, and I'm good to go. The third thing I do that comes along with the first two things I just said is I do not wait too long to study. In nursing school, your content kind of piles up. I'm gonna have to drop this, and this is like PowerPoint and stuff. Can you guys see how thick this is for one class? And there's high probability that you're not gonna take one class at a time. So I really do not wait till a week before exam before I start to study everything that was taught to me since the past 3 or 4 weeks. Like I said in my first and second tip, I studied the same day, the same week. Do not wait too long. I found out that the people that wait till the last minute to study really do struggle on the exam. The fourth thing that I do that helps me study is the weekend off, the same week that we're talking about. Say I had a class on Monday, I went to class on Monday, I studied the content on Monday, I had other things to do, and I had another class on Tuesday, I studied the content on Tuesday, I had like maybe simulation, then I had like practicum or whatever until Friday. Well, the weekend of the same week, guess what I do again? I study, but I do not study my note, I do not study my PowerPoint. I study from outside resources other than my school. So I usually go to this page on YouTube. It's Registered Nurse RN. That lady, I gotta give it to her. Like, she's a blessing. I also use osmosis. So I use those resources to kind of like improve my knowledge of what I'd already studied during the week. I use that, and I use Quizlet to test myself. To say I studied growth and development of a toddler, I'm gonna put that on Quizlet. I'm gonna put growth and development of a toddler Quizlet on Google, and it's gonna give me different questions and whatever. I'm just gonna go through those questions, try to answer them, and see if whatever I was taught in class, if the answer were the same with the answers on Quizlet, and 9 out of 10 times they are. So that way I have an understanding of the material. I can apply what I had studied to questions that I found online. Like I said, the fourth thing that I do is use outside resources and do practice questions. One thing that I also like to do is get in a group. And when I say group, guys, I do not do large, massive study group. No, you're not gonna see me do that. It has never worked for me. Again, find what works for you and stick to that. I'll get in a group of 1 or 2. Wait, that's not correct. I'll get in a group of 2 or 3 plus myself. So it's either myself and one of my friends, or myself and 2 of my friends. I would not do more than that. I figured out that having a study group, like I said, my opinion, that might not be right for you, but I figured that having a study group of 6, 7, 8 people, you guys end up talking a lot. Everybody's trying to show off what they know, what they understand. It's just chaotic, and I'm not here to compete with you. I'm just trying to learn. All right, a lot of times I do study group of just 2, myself and another person, and we just go back and forth. We teach each other. So before I get into a group, and before I get with 1 person or 2, whichever one I'm gonna do, I would have already studied. I'm not going to a group clueless. Guys, don't do that. You're not helping yourself, and you're not helping the people in your group. Because why would you even do that in the first place? A study group is the place to come to share knowledge of what you know. I mean, it's okay if you don't understand, if you studied and you don't understand, but it's not okay if you do not study. So lastly, what I like to do is say I have an exam around 9 a.m. on Monday morning. I would try, sometimes you're still trying to catch up on one or two things that you really haven't grasped very much. So probably I'll try to sleep by 10 p.m. Sunday night, and I'll set my alarm to 5 a.m. in the morning. So whenever I wake up 5 a.m. in the morning, I usually would have like a cheat sheet. I would write out things that maybe I haven't grasped that much, or I'm forgetting whenever I revise back to my notes or to my PowerPoint, like things that I can't just grasp. I can't say it on top of my head. Like it's really hard for me to comprehend. I'll have a cheat note a night prior to my exam, and I'll just study that. That's the only thing I would study. I'll go through my cheat notes, and trust me, it could be 3 pages, it could be 4 pages, it could be a page. It really don't matter, but I'll make sure I go through that in the morning. Then I would hit. Guys, you have to hit. Like, I don't know, like I feel like you have to feed your brain just so that's my belief. You have to feed your brain just so your brain can feed you. If that makes sense. So like I would feed my brain just so my brain can feed me the information that I need during exam. So I would do my cheat sheet until like say 6 a.m. and then I'll go take a shower before your exam, guys. Try to relax your brain, try to calm down your brain. So I would shower, find something to eat. It really doesn't have to be like something too much. It could be as little as like cereal. For you, I wouldn't eat cereal. I would eat my favorite food. Honestly, that's what I eat before exam. I would eat, then I would drive to school. I'll stay in my car for like 30 minutes right before exam, and I'll just go take my exam. And once I get to the exam hall, honestly, I try to trust myself. The moment I started believing in myself, I started doing very, very, very well on my exam. I'll go to the exam. On my first semester, I would doubt myself every damn time. It's more like, what is the point of you studying and not believing in your own self? So I would go to the exam hall, I would see the right answer, and I wouldn't go for it. It was more like a curse or something. So but what I do now is I go to the exam hall with full understanding that God is with me, and I trust my brain. I trust the knowledge that I've acquired, that I have, gained for the past 4 weeks, or even if it's finals for the past 4 months. I go into the exam hall and I trust my instinct. I'm relaxed. I pray right before the exam. Whenever I read my question, I try to understand the context of the question, and then I read my options. I don't just read the first one and be like, oh, that's the answer. No, I would read every little bit of the options, go back most of the time to the questions just so I understand what the question is saying, and boom, I pick my answer. I hope my study tips and my study routine is helpful to you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section, or send me a DM or an email, or whatever way you feel like you can get across to me. Be sure to do that. I'll be really, really, really glad to help you. And I just want to wish each and every one of you success. Nursing school is doable. You can do it. If I can, you can. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time on My Life as Sugar. Bye.